God says, "This is not a joke. This is about the money. 2 people from your family are taking everything. Listen to me now. You must not scroll past this, because what I am revealing to you right now is urgent, and it touches your life more deeply than you realize. I see what is hidden, and I am telling you plainly that there are hands near you that are not clean when it comes to what belongs to you. This is not fear speaking, this is truth meant to protect you before loss becomes regret. If you ignore this, you may watch something precious slip away while thinking everything is still safe. Stay with me, because I am opening your eyes to something that can change your future. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking in riddles, and I am not exaggerating what I see. There are 2 people within your family circle who are quietly positioning themselves around your finances, your opportunities, and your resources. They may smile in front of you, and they may speak gently, but their intentions are not aligned with your well-being. This is why you have felt unease without knowing exactly why. I placed that feeling inside you so you would pause and listen instead of blindly trusting. You have been generous, and your heart has been open, but not everyone around you carries the same purity of intention. Some see your kindness as an opening, not a blessing. They are watching what you have, and they are slowly finding ways to benefit from it without your awareness. This is why I am speaking now, because I will not allow you to be taken advantage of without warning. You are not alone, and I am not distant from what is happening around you. If this is touching your heart right now, take a moment to like this video, because it helps this truth reach those who are also standing at the edge of unseen loss. You may be thinking of certain names even as you hear this, and that is not a coincidence. I am bringing clarity to your mind so you can begin to see patterns that you once ignored. There have been small signs, moments where things did not add up, but you brushed them aside because you trusted deeply. Trust is a gift, but it must be guided by wisdom. I am now giving you that wisdom, so you do not continue walking with closed eyes. This is not about turning your heart cold or filling you with suspicion. This is about protecting what I have placed in your life for a purpose. Your finances, your growth, and your future are not accidents. They are part of a path I have prepared for you, and I will not allow others to quietly drain what I have assigned to you. But you must listen and act with awareness, not fear, because fear will cloud your judgment. Type yes to affirm. I want you to understand something clearly. These 2 individuals are not necessarily acting in loud or obvious ways. Their approach is subtle, patient, and calculated. They may involve themselves in your decisions, your plans, or even your financial matters under the appearance of helping. But behind that appearance, there is a desire to control, to benefit, and to take more than they give. This is why I am interrupting your normal flow to speak directly to you now. You are not being punished, and this situation is not a sign that you have done something wrong. This is a moment of awakening. I am lifting a veil so you can see what has been hidden in plain sight. When you see clearly, you can set boundaries without guilt and protect what is yours without feeling ashamed. You are allowed to guard what I have given you, and you are allowed to step back from those who misuse your trust. There is also something deeper happening here. This is not only about money, but money is the doorway through which this truth is being revealed. What is really at stake is your stability, your peace, and your ability to move forward without hidden burdens. If these 2 people continue unchecked, they will not only take from you financially, but they will drain your energy and slow your progress. That is why I am speaking with urgency. I am calling you to be alert, not anxious. Pay attention to how conversations happen, how decisions are influenced, and where your resources are flowing. You will begin to notice patterns that once seemed normal but now feel different. That awareness is my voice guiding you step by step. Do not ignore it, because it is your protection. At the same time, do not let anger take root in your heart. Anger will push you into actions that are driven by emotion instead of wisdom. I am guiding you toward clarity and strength, not conflict and chaos. You can distance yourself, you can set limits, and you can take control of your situation without creating unnecessary battles. I will give you the words and the timing when you stay close to me. This moment is a turning point for you. What you do after hearing this will shape what happens next in your life. You can choose to remain passive and hope things will fix themselves, or you can step into awareness and begin to protect what is yours. I am not asking you to live in fear. I am asking you to walk in truth. Truth brings freedom, and freedom brings peace. There have been moments when your spirit felt heavy after certain interactions, even when nothing obvious was said or done. That heaviness was not random, and it was not your imagination. It was a signal placed within you, a quiet warning that something was not aligned. You ignored it before because you wanted peace, but now I am asking you to listen to it. That inner voice is part of how I guide you when words are not spoken aloud. Type 222 if you trust God. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Look closely at how your resources have been handled over time. There are small patterns, repeated behaviors, and subtle shifts that reveal the truth when you take a step back. You may notice how certain people always position themselves close when decisions are being made. You may remember times when something felt off, but you chose to stay silent. These moments are not disconnected. They form a clear picture when you are willing to see it. I am not asking you to confront anyone immediately or react without thought. What I am asking is for you to become fully aware and intentional in every step you take from this moment forward. Awareness is your shield and wisdom is your strength. When you move with both, you do not need to fight loudly to protect yourself. You simply stop allowing access where it should not exist. You have been carrying a belief that family always means safety, but not every connection carries the same heart. Some relationships are built on love, while others are built on convenience. When convenience meets opportunity, it can slowly turn into exploitation if there are no boundaries. This is what you are facing now, and I am guiding you so it does not go any further. There is a reason this situation is coming to light now instead of earlier. You are in a season where your life is expanding and what you have is increasing. If these patterns continued unnoticed, the loss would grow alongside your growth. I will not allow that to happen to you without intervention. I am stepping in now because your future matters, and what is ahead for you requires protection. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You may feel a mix of emotions as this truth settles in your heart. There may be disappointment, confusion, or even a sense of betrayal. Those feelings are natural, and you do not need to suppress them, but do not let those emotions control your actions. I am calling you to move with calm strength, not reactive pain. When you act from a place of peace, your decisions will carry clarity instead of chaos. Start by observing without announcing your awareness. Watch how conversations unfold and how requests are made. Notice who becomes uncomfortable when you begin to hold back or ask questions. These reactions will reveal more than words ever could. You do not need to accuse or expose anything right now, because truth has a way of revealing itself when you stop enabling what is hidden. You are allowed to change how you handle your finances and your responsibilities. You are allowed to take control without explaining every decision to everyone around you. This is not secrecy. This is stewardship. What I have placed in your hands is not meant to be loosely managed or easily accessed by others. It is meant to be protected, grown, and used with purpose. There may come a moment when you need to speak directly and set clear limits. When that moment arrives, I will give you the right words and the right tone. You will not need to be harsh, but you will need to be firm. Clarity will replace confusion, and boundaries will replace access. Those who truly respect you will adjust, and those who do not will reveal their intentions even more clearly. Do not fear what will happen when you begin to shift your behavior. Sometimes change will create tension, but that tension is temporary. What matters is the long-term protection and stability that comes from your actions. You are not responsible for how others react to your boundaries. You are responsible for honoring what I have entrusted to you. This is also a moment for you to strengthen your connection with me. When you stay close to me, you will not be easily misled or manipulated. I will sharpen your discernment so you can recognize truth even when it is hidden behind familiar faces. You will begin to sense what is right and what is not without needing constant proof. That is the kind of guidance that will carry you safely through this situation. Remember that this is not the end of something, but the beginning of a healthier and stronger path. You are stepping into a place where you are no longer vulnerable in the same way. What once slipped through your hands will now be held with wisdom and care. This is how growth happens, not just in what you gain, but in how you protect and manage what you already have. I am not removing you from your family, but I am refining how you interact within it. Not every door needs to be closed, but not every door should remain wide open. Balance is what I am teaching you now. You can still show love while protecting your peace. You can still care while maintaining boundaries that honor your well-being. As you continue forward, you will notice a shift inside you. You will feel more grounded, more aware, and more confident in your decisions. That is because you are no longer walking blindly. You are walking with understanding, and that understanding will guide every step you take. You are not losing anything by becoming aware. You are gaining control over what was slipping away unnoticed. You will feel a quiet power growing inside you as you stop explaining yourself to those who never intended to understand you. This is not distance for the sake of separation, but distance for the sake of protection. I am teaching you that not every connection deserves full access to your life. There will be subtle tests along the way, small situations where those same individuals will try to regain the access they once had. They may ask questions, they may act concerned, or they may attempt to pull you back into old patterns. This is where your awareness must stay active. Do not be moved by appearances alone, because intentions often hide behind familiar behavior. You will recognize these moments, and when you do, choose wisdom over comfort. Type 777 to receive blessings. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are not being asked to become cold or distant in your heart. Your kindness is still part of who you are, and it is something I placed within you for a reason. But kindness without boundaries can become a doorway for misuse. I am shaping your kindness into something stronger, something that gives without losing itself. You can still be loving while being wise, and you can still be generous while being protected. Pay attention to how you feel after certain interactions moving forward. There will be clarity in your spirit when something is right, and there will be discomfort when something is not. That discomfort is not meant to be ignored anymore. It is a signal that your boundaries are being tested or crossed. When you listen to it, you stay aligned with the protection I am giving you. There is also a deeper lesson unfolding within you during this time. You are learning how to value what you have in a way that you did not before. You are realizing that your time, your energy, and your resources carry weight. They are not meant to be given freely without thought. They are meant to be shared with intention, with awareness, and with care. This understanding will change how you move in every area of your life. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You may start to see changes in how others respond to you as you shift your behavior. Some may become distant, some may act confused, and some may even try to make you feel guilty. Do not let guilt take hold of you, because guilt is often used to pull you back into patterns that no longer serve you. You are not doing anything wrong by protecting what is yours. You are honoring the responsibility I have given you. There is strength in quiet decisions. You do not need to announce every boundary you set. Sometimes the most powerful changes happen in silence, where only your actions speak. When you stop allowing certain behaviors, those behaviors will begin to lose their place in your life. You are creating a new environment around you, one that is not easily influenced or controlled by others. I want you to understand that this situation is not here to break your trust in people completely. It is here to refine your understanding of trust. Trust is not something that should be given without discernment. It should be built over time, through consistency, honesty, and respect. When those elements are missing, trust becomes fragile and easily misused. I am teaching you to build trust on a stronger foundation. As you move forward, you will begin to feel a sense of peace that was not there before. This peace will come from knowing that you are no longer allowing hidden patterns to continue unchecked. You will feel more in control, not because you are controlling others, but because you are controlling your own actions and decisions. That is where true strength lies. There may be moments when you feel tempted to return to the old way of doing things because it feels familiar. Familiarity can be comforting, even when it is not healthy. But I am calling you to step beyond what is familiar and into what is right. What is right may feel new and uncomfortable at first, but it will bring lasting stability and peace. I am also working on your heart during this time. I am removing any fear that may try to settle in as you become more aware. Fear will tell you that everything is at risk, but that is not the truth. What is at risk is what has been mismanaged or unprotected. What is aligned with me will remain strong and secure. You are not losing everything. You are learning how to preserve what matters. Do not rush the process. This is not something that needs to be solved in a single moment. Take each step with intention and allow clarity to guide you. When you feel uncertain, come back to stillness and listen. I will continue to speak to you in ways that you can understand. You are not expected to have all the answers immediately, only to remain open and attentive. You are being shaped into someone who is not easily misled or taken advantage of. This is part of your growth, part of your preparation for what lies ahead. What you are learning now will protect you in situations you have not even encountered yet. This is not just about the present, it is about your future as well. Hold on to this truth as you continue forward. You are not alone, and you are not unprotected. I am with you in every decision, in every moment of clarity, and in every step you take. What is being revealed to you now is a gift, even if it feels heavy at first. It is better to see clearly and act wisely than to remain unaware and suffer loss later. There will be moments when those same two individuals sense that something has changed within you. They may not understand it fully, but they will feel the difference in how you respond and how you carry yourself. This may cause them to adjust their behavior, at least on the surface. Do not let temporary changes confuse you into thinking everything has been resolved. Real intentions do not disappear overnight, and consistency over time is what reveals truth. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. You are now entering a phase where your observation becomes sharper than ever before. Small details that once went unnoticed will now stand out clearly. You will recognize patterns in speech, in actions, and in timing that reveal more than words ever could. This is not something to fear, but something to use wisely. Awareness is only powerful when it is combined with thoughtful action. There will also be moments when you are tempted to confront everything at once, to release all that you have realized in a single conversation. I am asking you to hold back from that impulse. Not everything needs to be said immediately, and not every truth needs to be spoken in full. Timing matters, and when you move with patience, your words will carry more weight and less resistance. What I am building in you right now is discipline. Discipline in how you speak, how you act, and how you respond to situations that once triggered emotional reactions. You are learning to pause before reacting, to think before speaking, and to choose your actions with intention. This discipline will serve you far beyond this current situation. It will become a part of how you navigate every challenge moving forward. Type 333 to stay protected. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may notice that as you begin to set boundaries, certain opportunities or resources that once felt uncertain start to stabilize. This is not a coincidence. When you protect what is yours, you create space for it to grow without interference. What was once leaking slowly will begin to stay intact. Over time, that stability will turn into growth, and that growth will bring new possibilities into your life. Do not underestimate the importance of small decisions during this time. Every choice you make, no matter how minor it seems, is shaping the direction of your future. Choosing not to share certain information, choosing to handle something privately, or choosing to say no when you once said yes can make a significant difference. These small shifts are building a stronger foundation for everything that lies ahead. There may also be a moment when truth becomes more visible to others around you. Situations may unfold where actions speak louder than words, and what was hidden begins to surface naturally. You do not need to force this to happen. Truth has its own way of revealing itself when the time is right. Your role is to remain steady and not interfere with that process. You are not being asked to isolate yourself from your family or to break connections completely. What you are being guided to do is redefine how those connections function. Not every relationship needs full access to your personal matters. Not every person needs to be involved in your decisions. This balance is what will allow you to maintain relationships without losing yourself within them. There is also healing taking place within you as you go through this process. You are letting go of the belief that you must always give without limits to be loved or accepted. You are learning that your value does not come from how much you provide for others. It comes from who you are and how you honor what has been given to you. This realization will bring a deeper sense of peace into your life. You may feel moments of sadness as you accept the reality of what has been happening. That sadness is not weakness. It is part of understanding. When you care deeply, it is natural to feel the weight of disappointment. Allow yourself to feel it without letting it control your actions. Healing comes when you acknowledge what is real and choose to move forward with strength. I am also strengthening your sense of independence during this time. You are learning how to stand on your own decisions without relying too heavily on the opinions of others. This does not mean you cannot seek guidance, but it means you will no longer depend on those who do not have your best interest at heart. You will become more confident in your own judgment, and that confidence will guide you safely. There is something important I want you to hold on to as you continue. This situation is not defining you, it is refining you. You are not being reduced by what is happening, you are being strengthened by it. What you are learning now will become a part of your character, a part of your wisdom, and a part of your future decisions. Stay patient with yourself as you adjust to this new way of moving. Change does not happen instantly, and it is normal to feel uncertain at times. What matters is that you keep moving forward with awareness and intention. Each step you take is building a stronger version of yourself, one that is not easily shaken or misled. I am walking with you through every part of this. When you feel uncertain, I am there. When you feel strong, I am there. When you feel tired, I am there. You are not facing this alone, and you are not expected to carry it all by yourself. I am guiding you with purpose, and every step you take in awareness is a step toward greater peace and protection. There will be moments when those around you try to pull you back into old habits by reminding you of who you used to be. They may say you have changed, and in a way, they are right. You have changed because you are no longer unaware of what is happening around you. You are no longer easily influenced by emotions or appearances. This change is not something to resist. It is something to embrace because it is leading you towards stability and protection. Type 888 to welcome abundance. As your awareness grows, you will also begin to notice how certain conversations lose their hold on you. Words that once made you feel obligated or pressured will no longer carry the same weight. You will see through the layers of intention behind those words. This is not because you are becoming distant, but because you are becoming discerning. Discernment allows you to hear what is said while also understanding what is meant beneath the surface. You may also find yourself choosing silence more often, not because you have nothing to say, but because you understand the value of holding your words. Silence can be powerful when it is used with intention. It allows you to observe, to reflect, and to respond rather than react. In that space of silence, clarity grows, and clarity will guide you to make decisions that protect your path. Type 666 to stay alert. There will come a point where your actions begin to speak so clearly that explanations become unnecessary. People will notice the boundaries you have set without needing to hear them explained in detail. This is the strength of consistent behavior. When your actions align with your awareness, others will naturally adjust or reveal themselves through their reactions. Either way, you gain clarity without needing to create conflict. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are also learning how to trust yourself in ways you did not before. In the past, you may have doubted your instincts or second-guessed your decisions. Now you are beginning to understand that those instincts were always guiding you toward truth. The difference now is that you are choosing to listen instead of ignore. That choice is what is strengthening your confidence step by step. There may be moments when you feel the urge to go back to how things were simply because it feels easier. Familiar patterns often feel comfortable even when they are not healthy. But you must remember why this awareness came to you. It came to protect you from loss and to guide you toward a better way of living. Going back would only reopen the same doors that led to this situation in the first place. I want you to remain patient as everything unfolds. Not every answer will come immediately, and not every situation will resolve itself quickly. Patience is not weakness, it is strength under control. When you move with patience, you give yourself the time to see things clearly and act wisely. Rushing would only create confusion, and confusion is what you are being guided away from. There is also a shift happening in how you value yourself. You are beginning to see that your worth is not tied to how much you give or how much you sacrifice for others. Your worth is already established, and it does not need to be proven through constant giving. This realization will change how you interact with everyone around you. You will give from a place of choice, not obligation. As you continue to move forward, you will start to feel lighter. The weight that once came from being unaware will begin to lift. You will no longer carry the burden of hidden patterns because those patterns are now being addressed. This lightness is a sign that you are aligning with truth. Truth may feel heavy at first, but it ultimately leads to freedom. There may also be moments when others question your decisions or try to make you feel uncertain about your choices. They may not understand the clarity you have received, and that is okay. Not everyone is meant to see what you see. Your responsibility is not to convince others, but to remain true to the understanding you have been given. When you stand firm, your path becomes stronger. You are being shaped into someone who is not easily swayed by pressure or emotion. This strength will carry into every area of your life, not just this situation. You will approach decisions with a calm mind and a clear heart. You will recognize when something is right and when something is not, without needing constant validation. This is the kind of growth that creates lasting stability. Remember that you are not losing anything by becoming aware. You are gaining control over what was once slipping through your hands. You are gaining the ability to protect what is yours and to use it wisely. This is not a loss, it is a transformation. What you are becoming is stronger, wiser, and more grounded than before. Stay connected to me as you continue this journey. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness and listen. I will continue to guide you in ways that are clear and steady. You are not expected to figure everything out on your own. I am with you in every step, and I am leading you toward a place where your peace is secure and your path is protected. This calm is not weakness, it is strength that does not need to prove itself loudly. You are learning to stand firm without raising your voice. That quiet firmness will protect you more than any argument ever could. There will be moments when those two individuals attempt to draw you back into their influence in ways that feel familiar. They may remind you of past support, shared memories, or emotional ties that once made you feel secure. This is where your discernment must remain strong. Emotional history does not cancel present truth. You can honor the past without allowing it to control your present decisions. Type 999 to release what no longer serves you. You are now seeing how easily trust can be shaped when it is not guarded with wisdom. You once believed that closeness automatically meant safety, but now you understand that closeness must be matched with integrity. Integrity is revealed through consistent actions, not just comforting words. As you observe, you will begin to distinguish between those who truly stand with you and those who stand near you for their own benefit. This clarity will guide your choices moving forward. There will also be a shift in how you respond to requests, especially those involving your resources. You will no longer feel the need to say yes out of pressure or habit. Instead, you will pause, reflect, and decide based on what is right for you. That pause is powerful because it breaks the cycle of automatic giving. It places control back into your hands where it belongs. Type 444 to stay grounded. You may feel moments of inner conflict as you balance your natural kindness with your growing awareness. Part of you may want to continue giving as you always have, while another part of you recognizes the need for limits. This tension is part of your growth. You are learning that kindness and boundaries are not opposites. They can exist together in a way that protects you while still allowing you to care for others. There will be times when you choose not to share information that you once would have shared freely. This is not secrecy born from fear, but wisdom born from understanding. Not every detail of your life needs to be open to everyone, even within your family. What you hold back is just as important as what you share. This balance will help you maintain control over your path. You are also beginning to understand the importance of ownership in a deeper way. What you have, whether it is financial, emotional, or personal, carries responsibility. That responsibility includes protecting it from misuse. You are not being selfish by doing this. You are being faithful to what has been placed in your care. This shift in perspective will strengthen how you manage every area of your life. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There may be moments when truth becomes undeniable, when actions reveal intentions so clearly that there is no longer any room for doubt. When that happens, remain calm. You do not need to react with anger or confrontation. Truth does not need force to be recognized. Your calm response will show strength, and your steady actions will reinforce the boundaries you have set. You will also notice that as you protect your resources, they begin to stabilize in ways they did not before. What once felt uncertain or inconsistent will start to feel more secure. This is the result of your awareness and your willingness to act on it. Protection creates stability, and stability creates growth. You are building a foundation that cannot be easily shaken. There may be attempts to make you feel guilty for the changes you are making. You may hear words that try to pull you back into old patterns by appealing to your emotions. Do not let guilt take root in your heart. Guilt can be used to weaken your resolve and reopen doors that you have wisely closed. You are not wrong for protecting what is yours. You are honoring the path that has been set before you. You are also growing in confidence, even if you do not fully recognize it yet. Each decision you make with awareness strengthens your sense of control and self-respect. You are no longer reacting to situations blindly. You are choosing your actions with intention. This confidence will continue to grow as you remain consistent in your approach. There will be moments when you feel a sense of distance from those who once felt close. This distance is not always a loss. Sometimes it is a necessary adjustment that creates space for healthier connections to form. You are not being isolated, you are being repositioned. What is meant to remain will remain, and what is not will naturally fall away. As you move forward, you will also begin to see opportunities that were not visible before. When your resources are no longer being drained, you will have more clarity and freedom to explore new paths. These opportunities are part of what lies ahead for you. They require the stability and awareness you are developing now. Without this preparation, those opportunities could have been compromised. Stay patient with yourself as you continue to grow. Change takes time, and it is natural to feel uncertain at moments. What matters is that you do not turn back. You have been given clarity for a reason, and that reason is to protect your future. Every step you take in awareness is a step toward greater strength and stability. I am with you in every moment of this journey. When you feel uncertain, I am there guiding you. When you feel strong, I am there supporting you. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to carry it all by yourself. Trust in the clarity you have been given and continue to move forward with calm confidence. There will be moments when you reflect on the past and begin to connect events that once seemed unrelated. You may remember conversations, decisions, or situations that felt small at the time but now carry a different meaning. This reflection is not meant to trap you in regret. It is meant to give you understanding so you can move forward with wisdom. What you see now is knowledge, and knowledge will guide your next steps. Type 555 to embrace change. You will also notice that your reactions are becoming more controlled. Where you once may have responded quickly out of emotion, you now pause and observe. This pause gives you power. It allows you to choose your response instead of being driven by impulse. In that space, you will find clarity, and in that clarity, you will find the right direction. There may be attempts to test your boundaries in subtle ways. Small requests may come that seem harmless, but are designed to see if you will return to your old patterns. This is where your consistency matters. Each time you hold your ground, you strengthen your position. Each time you give in, even slightly, you reopen the door that you have been working to close. Stay steady, even when it feels uncomfortable. Type 111 to stay aligned. You are also learning to trust your silence. Not every situation requires your input or your explanation. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Silence can create space for truth to reveal itself without interference. It also protects your energy from being drawn into unnecessary conflict or confusion. There will be a shift in how you view your own value. You will begin to understand that your worth is not measured by how much you give or how much you sacrifice. Your worth is already established, and it does not need to be proven through constant effort. This realization will free you from the pressure to please others at your own expense. You will begin to act from a place of self-respect rather than obligation. You may also notice that your focus is becoming sharper. Where your attention was once divided, it is now more directed. You are no longer distracted by every request or every expectation placed on you. This focus allows you to see opportunities more clearly and to make decisions that support your growth. You are stepping into a mindset that is aligned with progress and protection. There may be moments when others try to question your decisions or make you doubt your path. They may not understand the changes you are making, and they may even resist them. Do not let their reactions shake your confidence. Not everyone will understand your growth, and not everyone needs to. What matters is that you remain true to the clarity you have received. You are also becoming more aware of where your energy goes. Energy is just as important as resources, and it must be protected in the same way. When you give your time and attention to the wrong places, it can drain you just as much as financial loss. You are learning to invest your energy where it brings value and to withdraw it where it is misused. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be a growing sense of independence within you. This does not mean you will be alone, but it means you will no longer rely on others in ways that leave you vulnerable. You will make decisions with confidence, knowing that you have the ability to guide your own path. This independence will strengthen every area of your life. As you continue to protect what is yours, you will begin to see the results of your actions. Stability will replace uncertainty, and clarity will replace confusion. What once felt out of your control will now feel manageable and secure. This is the outcome of your awareness and your willingness to act on it. You may feel a sense of relief as you realize that you are no longer being taken advantage of in the same way. That relief is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. It is the result of stepping out of patterns that no longer served you. Allow yourself to feel that relief without hesitation. It is part of your progress. There will also be new opportunities that begin to appear as you move forward. These opportunities may come in ways you did not expect. They are a result of the space you have created by protecting your resources and your energy. When you remove what drains you, you make room for what builds you. This is how growth happens. Stay grounded in what you have learned. Do not let temporary emotions pull you back into old habits. What you are building now is long-term stability, and it requires consistency. Each decision you make with awareness strengthens your foundation. Each step you take with intention moves you closer to the future that is meant for you. I am guiding you through this process with purpose. You are not being left to figure it out on your own. When you feel uncertain, return to stillness and listen. I will continue to provide clarity in ways that you can understand. You are not alone in this, and you are not without direction. There will be moments when you look at the same people and the same situations, but you will see them through a completely different lens. What once seemed harmless may now appear intentional, and what once felt confusing will now feel obvious. This shift is not making you negative. It is making you aware. Awareness allows you to see things as they are instead of as you hoped they would be. That clarity will guide every decision you make moving forward. Type 1313 to stand in truth. You may also notice that your emotional responses are becoming more balanced. Where you once reacted quickly, you now take time to process before responding. This balance is giving you control over situations that once felt overwhelming. You are no longer being pulled in different directions by the actions of others. Instead, you are choosing your direction with intention. There will be attempts to draw you back into conversations that are meant to confuse or distract you. These conversations may seem normal on the surface, but they carry an undercurrent of manipulation or influence. This is where your discernment must remain active. You do not need to engage in every discussion or respond to every question. Choosing not to participate is sometimes the strongest position you can take. Type 1414 to stay focused. You are also learning how to protect your peace in a way that you did not before. Peace is not just the absence of conflict, it is the presence of clarity and stability within you. When you protect your peace, you create an environment where growth can happen without interruption. This is why boundaries are so important. They are not barriers to connection, they are safeguards for your well-being. There may be moments when you feel a sense of loneliness as you step away from old patterns. This feeling is temporary, and it does not mean you are alone. It means you are adjusting to a new way of living that is healthier and more balanced. What once filled your space may no longer fit, and that space will eventually be filled with something better. Trust the process, even when it feels unfamiliar. You will also begin to notice how your decisions start to align more closely with your long-term goals. You are no longer acting based on immediate pressure or emotional influence. You are thinking ahead, considering the impact of your choices, and acting with intention. This shift is creating a stronger foundation for your future. It is turning your actions into steps that lead somewhere meaningful. There may come a moment when you are faced with a direct situation that requires you to stand firm in your boundaries. This moment will test your growth and your confidence. When it happens, remember everything you have learned. Speak calmly, act clearly, and do not allow emotions to take control. Your strength will be in your steadiness, not in your volume. You are also becoming more aware of how important it is to manage not just your resources, but your access. Who has access to your time, your information, and your decisions matters. Access is something that must be given carefully, not automatically. When you control access, you protect yourself from unnecessary influence and interference. This is part of the wisdom you are developing. There will be a growing sense of stability in your life as you continue on this path. What once felt uncertain will begin to feel secure. This stability will not come from external changes alone, but from the way you are handling situations differently. Your actions are creating a structure that supports your well-being. That structure will hold even when challenges arise. You may also begin to see the intentions of others more quickly than before. What once took time to understand will now become clear almost immediately. This is not something to take lightly. It is a gift that must be used with care. Seeing clearly does not mean reacting quickly. It means understanding deeply and choosing wisely. There will be moments when you feel proud of the progress you have made. Allow yourself to acknowledge that growth. You have moved from a place of unawareness to a place of clarity. That is not a small change. It is a significant transformation. You are becoming someone who is not easily misled or influenced. That strength will carry into every area of your life. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. At the same time, remain humble in your growth. Do not let your awareness turn into judgment toward others. Everyone is on their own path, and not everyone has the same level of understanding. Your focus is on your own journey and your own protection. When you stay focused on that, you move with balance and peace. I am continuing to guide you through every step of this process. You are not walking alone, and you are not without direction. When you feel uncertain, Return to stillness and listen. I will continue to provide clarity in ways that are steady and clear. You are being shaped for something greater, and this process is part of that preparation. There will be moments when those two individuals attempt to reconnect with you in deeper ways, trying to restore the level of access they once had. They may approach you with kindness, concern, or even vulnerability. Do not be moved by surface emotions alone. Look at consistency over time, not isolated moments. True change is steady, and anything that appears suddenly must be observed carefully before being trusted. Type 1515 to walk in wisdom. You are also entering a phase where your decisions begin to reflect long-term thinking. You will not just consider what feels right in the moment, but what protects your future. This shift is powerful because it changes the direction of your life. Instead of reacting to situations as they come, you are now shaping your path with intention. This is how stability is built, step by step. There may be times when you feel tested, when situations arise that challenge your new boundaries. These moments are not setbacks, they are opportunities to strengthen your growth. Each time you stand firm, you reinforce the new patterns you are creating. Each time you hesitate or give in, you weaken that foundation. Stay steady, even when it feels difficult. Type 1616 to stay strong. You will also begin to see how your environment responds to your changes. When you adjust your behavior, the dynamics around you shift as well. Some people will respect your boundaries, while others may resist them. This resistance is not something to fear. It is simply a reflection of how your changes are affecting others. Your responsibility is not to manage their reactions, but to remain consistent in your actions. There will be a growing sense of clarity in how you view relationships. You will no longer measure them by closeness alone, but by trust, respect, and integrity. This deeper understanding will guide you in choosing who to allow into your inner circle. Not everyone is meant to stand close to you, and that is not a loss. It is a form of protection that ensures your peace and stability. You may also notice that your confidence is becoming more grounded. It is no longer based on external validation or approval. It comes from within, from knowing that you are making decisions that align with truth. This kind of confidence does not need to be loud or visible. It is steady, and it supports you in every situation you face. There will be moments when you reflect on how much has changed within you. You will see the difference in how you think, how you act, and how you respond. This reflection is important because it shows your growth. You are not the same person who once ignored the signs or overlooked the patterns. You are someone who sees clearly and acts wisely. You are also learning how to protect your energy in a deeper way. Energy is not just about how you feel, but about how you function. When your energy is drained, your ability to think clearly and act wisely is affected. By setting boundaries, you are preserving your energy for what truly matters. This preservation will allow you to stay focused and strong. There may be moments when you feel a sense of peace that surprises you. This peace will come from knowing that you are no longer vulnerable in the same way. You are no longer allowing hidden patterns to continue unchecked. This peace is a result of your awareness and your actions. It is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. At the same time, remain patient with yourself. Growth is not always smooth, and there may be moments of uncertainty along the way. What matters is that you do not lose sight of what you have learned. Each step you take is building a stronger foundation for your future. Stay committed to that process, even when it feels challenging. You are also beginning to understand the importance of balance. You can care for others while still protecting yourself. You can be kind without being vulnerable to misuse. This balance is what will allow you to maintain relationships without losing your sense of control. It is not about choosing between yourself and others, but about honoring both in the right way. There will be a moment when everything you have learned comes together in a clear and undeniable way. You will see the full picture of what has been happening and why it needed to be revealed to you. When that moment comes, you will feel a sense of clarity and confidence that removes any remaining doubt. That clarity will guide your final decisions in this situation. I am with you through every part of this journey. When you feel uncertain, I am guiding you. When you feel strong, I am supporting you. You are not alone in this process, and you are not without direction. Trust in the awareness you have gained and continue to move forward with calm confidence. This alignment will steady your thoughts and guide your actions in ways that feel natural and clear. You will no longer second-guess yourself the way you once did. There will be moments when you recognize how much control you have regained without even realizing it. Situations that once felt overwhelming will now feel manageable. Decisions that once confused you will now feel straightforward. This is the result of your growth and your willingness to see what was hidden. You are no longer reacting blindly, and that changes everything. Type 1717 to stay in alignment. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may also notice that the influence those two individuals once had over your decisions is fading. Their words will not carry the same weight, and their presence will not create the same pressure. This is not because they have changed, but because you have. You are no longer giving them the same level of access or authority in your life. This shift is creating space for you to move freely. There will be subtle attempts to regain that influence, but they will not be as effective as before. You will recognize them quickly and respond with calm awareness. You will not feel the need to engage in unnecessary explanations or defend your choices. Your confidence will speak through your actions, and that will be enough. Strength does not always need to be spoken to be understood. Type 1818 to remain protected. You are also stepping into a deeper sense of responsibility for your own path. You understand now that what you allow will continue and what you stop will end. This understanding gives you control over your environment in a way you did not have before. You are no longer leaving your outcomes to chance. You are shaping them with intention and awareness. There may be moments when you feel a sense of distance from certain people, even if they are still physically close. This distance is not a sign of loss, but of clarity. You are seeing relationships for what they truly are, not what you once believed them to be. This clarity allows you to interact with others without losing yourself. You can remain present without being influenced. You will also begin to see how your choices are creating stability in your life. What once felt uncertain is now becoming steady. Your resources are being managed with care, your energy is being protected, and your decisions are being made with clarity. This stability is not temporary. It is the result of consistent actions and awareness. There will be a growing sense of peace that follows you as you continue on this path. This peace will not come from everything being perfect, but from knowing that you are in control of how you respond to what happens. You are no longer at the mercy of hidden patterns or unseen influences. You are moving with intention, and that brings peace. You may also begin to notice new opportunities appearing in your life. These opportunities are a result of the space you have created by protecting what is yours. When you remove what drains you, you make room for what builds you. These opportunities may come in unexpected ways, but they will align with your growth and your direction. There will be moments when you reflect on how much has changed within you. You will see the difference in your thinking, your behavior, and your confidence. This reflection is important because it reminds you of your progress